What's up, guys? Long Island Audit here, back again with another video. I am extremely excited to announce that we the people did it. We won yet again. All charges have been dismissed, and I'm going to be showing you right here the paper from the state's attorney. So if you see right here, this is a letter that my attorney and we received from the state's attorney of Maryland, Washington County, State of Maryland versus Sean Paul Reyes in the District Court for Washington County, Maryland. And here is the case number. The State of Maryland by and through Kenneth J. Shapiro, Deputy State's Attorney for the Washington County, Maryland, hereby requests that the clerk of the court set the above caption matter for null pros and recall the associated warrant on Wednesday, August 30th, 2022. So this was a typo here. It's supposed to be Tuesday, but in courtroom number 1 in the morning or at the time convenient for the court, respectfully submitted, Kenneth J. Shapiro, ESQ, Deputy State's Attorney for Washington County, Maryland, Certificate of Service. Just says here that on July 29th, this paper was served to my attorney, Matthew Bennett. So first things first, guys, I want to thank each and every one of you from the bottom of my heart. None of this is possible without each and every one of you. Since I've started my activism and First Amendment auditing, I've been arrested a total of 5 times. 5 times. Multiple charges. And 4 out of those 5 times now, with this news here, what happened earlier this morning, 4 out of the 5 times, the case has been dismissed. So there's only one case that's outstanding, and that's in Danbury, Connecticut. I have a court date on September 29th. I will let you guys know what the schedule is on that. But 4 out of 5 not guilty or dismissed. It's been amazing. I want to thank all my attorneys who's helped me out on each and every one of those cases. Some of them I did myself. Some of them I had an attorney. This one I had my attorney was Matthew Bennett. He's a great civil rights lawyer. If you just, all you have to do is Google him and you'll find some really interesting cases. Matthew Bennett. He also does some criminal law. He's more than an attorney for me. He's a friend of mine. He's a big supporter of the Constitution and the First Amendment. So, big shout out to him. But to be honest with you, I want to shout out Kenneth J. Shapiro because I did not even have one court date. Not one. We all know how Berwyn went, how Waterbury went, how all these other cases went down. Multiple court dates, almost going to trial, then they're backing out scared. And Kenneth J. Shapiro, before there was even one court date, took a look at all the evidence, took a look at the video, and decided that he was going to drop all charges against me. Now, if you look here, I will show all of you. I was arrested. Here's my charge summary here. I was arrested for trespass on private property, as well as failure to obey a lawful order, which carried a total of 150 days or $1,000 in fines. And like I said, Kenneth Shapiro, the Deputy State's Attorney in Washington County, he took a look at all the evidence, the charges, and he realized I was well within my rights to do what I was doing, and he decided to drop the charges. So kudos to him. Thank you. I really appreciate that, for doing the right thing and honoring your oath to the United States Constitution. That's all we the people want. Is, there's going to be tyrant officers just like Deavers and Crouse who arrested me that day. There's going to be tyrants out there, but the state's attorneys have the power to do the right thing. I'm talking to you, Steven Sedensky out in Danbury. You have the power to do the right thing still. It's been almost 2 years of me fighting this case with you, and looks like we're going to jury trial. You can do the right thing just like Mr. Shapiro did. Don't be an Alyssa Dunbar, where you go to trial, then you're going to get embarrassed. Don't do that. So anyways, guys, I got more information for you. I wanted to show all of you the body camera footage right here. So let's take a look at that. This is not all the body camera footage. This is just like 4 minutes, edited. I'm going to make a full video with all the body camera footage. I received this in Discovery. So let's take a look.
Hi. What, ma'am? Oh, I appreciate that. You don't have to be videoed. Well, the only thing about Maryland law is if you're out in public,
I was inside.
that's still the public area. You can be videoed, but you can't be audioed of the video. You know what I mean? Like Anybody can, if you're out in a public area.
My daughter said that this is
Yeah,
like
but if you're
an
doing,
auditor.
if you're writing down a letter,
Yeah.
then he record the address.
My
That's
daughter
what he
said
said.
Well, that's true about
it's
that.
probably an auditor person who's involved in this.
Did you call in? Is it you?
He's videoing me, and I don't want to be videoed. My daughter said he's an auditor. That's the lady that said that I was going to get arrested. And she was right, but what really happened, you know, I might have been arrested, but we the people won. So that's all that matters. So hope she's watching right now.
They called in here, so it's not someone they want. Hey, thank you.
Post office would like you to leave.
Hi, how are you?
Perfectly wonderful. I'm Officer Deavers. Officer Crouse is coming through the door. You're being audio and video recorded for evidentiary purposes.
I'm sorry, can you just say your name and your badge number?
Well, I can tell you I'm Officer Deavers. This is Officer Crouse, and I appreciate your video.
Officer Deavers right here, guys. So I want to show all of you, I want to show you all something about that I found out about Officer Deavers here. So I did a FOIA request for Officer Deavers' complaint history, right? So they don't give you much information, but here's the Hagerstown Police Department individual officer complaint inquiry log sheet. So she had a technical violation, which again doesn't really show anything. It's just a technical violation. I don't know really what that means. Then she was also had a complaint of improper prisoner search, sustained written reprimand. So again, it doesn't go into the details of what an improper prisoner search would mean, but you know, I would only assume, you know, and guess and speculate that, you know, she inappropriately searched someone, you know, maybe a male or a female. I don't know, but, you know, improper prisoner search, and it was sustained with a written reprimand. Now, this one here, and she has another technical violation down here, guys, but this one here, conduct, unbecoming conduct of the and performance of duties, unbecoming conduct and performance of duties, right here, right? Sustained, written reprimand, and removed from school resource officer position. So she was removed as the school resource officer. So this is why having this platform is so amazing, because a member of the community reached out to me, actually a parent of one of the children that went to the school that she was removed as a resource officer from. So they reached out to me, and this unbecoming conduct, you know how it doesn't show you any details. It was alleged to me that she was removed as the resource officer because she was caught by students and faculty kissing her girlfriend while she was on the job. So, you know, big mistake, Officer Deavers. I mean, you're kissing your girlfriend in front of, you know, children in a school, and, you know, faculty see you, and the children go running to their parents saying, you know, mommy, the police officer was making out with her girlfriend at school. You know, so she got in trouble and she was removed as a resource officer, you know, probably about a year before she arrested me. But I just thought that was interesting. And again, for full transparency, that's what happened to her. So we'll talk about Officer Crouse in a minute, but let's get back to the body camera footage.
Videotaping everything. But the post office called and said they've asked you to leave. So they would like you to leave. This is their property, and so they have every right to ask you to leave. So
What can I just get your badge number? Why can't I get your badge number?
It's 3126.
Okay, thank you.
So can you please leave?
Do you understand what department are you with?
I'm with the Hagerstown City Police Department. Same city you're in.
Oh, okay.
I assume you know that.
I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, absolutely. So if you could do me a favor and please leave, that'd be great. 'Cause they've
Okay,
asked you to
can
leave.
you call a supervisor, because you have no jurisdiction on this property. You do not. I'm telling you, before you make a mistake, you should call your supervisor. This is federal property.
Ask them to stop anything. And there are certain things we're allowed to do in federal building, but we have the video because we have people's personal information. Right. You know, we have, of course, they have our machines here. Out there, a couple of the customers basically told him, like, you know, stop filming, get away. He's like, I have the right. He goes, you don't have. Because when you're in public, he goes, you have to, know that you can be filmed. And he's one of these types, you know, that has his live stream. Right. So, you know, we tried to that's what he just refuses. So, supervisor who's here and said, but if he was asked, like I said, we have people's personal information that have to package counter, plus.
So, sir, who do I have the luxury of talking with today?
Oh, my name is Sean.
Sean what?
He was,
Just Sean.
No, you don't have a last name?
It's just Sean.
So no one gave you a surname when you were born?
It's just Sean.
It's just Sean. So you want to know my information, but you don't want to share yours with me? Okay. So, you want to just go ahead and share yours so that no one has to endure this? Type your better options.
yeah, in a minute. I'm busy right now.
Can I just get your name and address over there?
Officer Crouse, 3834.
Okay.
All right, we'll deal with you in a minute. So did you deal with him as well?
He went that way.
No. Was he dealing with him? Sir?
You said you want him trespassed? Yeah, supervisor said that they want that because obviously we've tried to talk to him. He refuses. He keeps filming. People have asked him, so they just basically were like, we'd like to have trespassing.
Have you asked him to leave yourself?
We have. Yeah, I have.
Multiple people have actually.
Multiple people have asked me to leave. Again, go watch the original video. It's linked in the description. Multiple people asked me to leave. They asked me to stop recording. That is true. And I politely declined. But no one, go watch the original video. This man right here, he's a liar. No one asked me to leave. You know, I was told that it was borderline terrorism. Yes, that's true. I was told, filming in a post office is borderline terrorism. You can't make it up. But, no one asked me to leave. He's saying 3-4 people asked me to leave. Completely wrong. And that's probably one of the reasons, other than my constitutional right, that State's Attorney Shapiro dismissed the charges. But just wanted to point out that this man is a liar.
At least three employees have, and he refuses. He said he has the right to do basically whatever he wants to do. Go ahead.
Alpha 1's calling. Go ahead, 1. 115.
Go ahead, sir.
He's refusing to leave.
Yeah, get it to him. Yeah, he's one of these guys that videos and tries to jam police up for First Amendment rights and all that kind of stuff. And videoing the whole time, following us around. Copy that, back one. They want to mark up.
You ready? Yep. Okay. Okay.
Copy that, back one. They want to mark up.
You ready? Yep. Okay.
You guys will see, it says they want him locked up. So I'm assuming the supervisor wants me locked up, wants my freedom taken from me. But you guys can't really see the way, it's buffering there. But Officer Crouse with his thin blue line tattoos, and this is why I have a problem with the thin blue line flag, is because every single person that I see with it tatted on them, how they proudly display it, they're tyrants, for the most part, I will say. You see, he looks like a thin blue line, gang member. That's what he looks like. And he's supposed to be a law enforcement officer. And, you can't see it in the video, but when I post the full body camera footage, you'll see it. He smiles the biggest smile. And he's like, well, let's lock him up. You ready? Are you going to arrest me if I don't leave?
Yes.
Can I speak to a supervisor, please?
You're under arrest.
All right, so that's very important. He said, let's pull this up now. He said, are you going to leave? And I said, you just heard it. I said, are you going to arrest me? He said, yes. I said, well, can I speak to a supervisor? Right? You just heard that. That's what just happened. Go watch the original video. So now let's look at what Officer Deavers said. Let's check down here. Let's see what she wrote in her report. Right down here. Lying in a official police report. Officer Crouse, Thin Blue Line gang member, asked Reyes again if he was going to leave, and Reyes advised he didn't need to. Let me read that again for everybody that's not understanding what Officer Deavers said or lied about in her police report. Officer Crouse asked Reyes again if he was going to leave, and Reyes advised he didn't need to. Reyes was then placed under arrest. So let's see one more time.
Video the whole time, following us around. I'll be right back. You want to mark up?
You ready? Okay.
So are you leaving? You were told to leave. Are you leaving?
Are you going to arrest me if I don't leave?
Yes.
Can I speak to a supervisor, please?
You're under arrest.
He asked Reyes, Officer Crouse, again if he was going to leave, and Reyes advised he didn't need to. What a liar you are, Officer Deavers. What a liar. You are a liar. Once you guys see the First Amendment audit training that I did with the Hubbard Police Department, and you see Detective Bannock's statements, a lying police officer, you can't be a police officer if you're lying. Your credibility is shot. Your credibility is shot, Officer Deavers. You had a body camera on. There's no way you misremembered it. I posted the video the same day or the next day. You could have watched my video. But yeah, could have amended this. Insane. So now let's see gang member Officer Crouse, my opinion. Let's look at his, here it is. Hagerstown Police Department Individual Officer Complaint Inquiry Log Sheet. Right here, guys. Officer Travis Crouse. And what's the other? Michelle Deavers. And I saw in the comment section, there's nothing wrong with kissing your girlfriend. I don't care. Stay out of my life with it. I just don't. I'm a big believer, more libertarian. Like, do whatever you want to do with your life. But, if you're caught as a law enforcement officer that works in a school with young children, making out with your girlfriend instead of protecting the children, and the children are watching you do this, that's kind of weird for anybody. If she was kissing her boyfriend, if she was kissing anybody, it doesn't matter. It's just weird. So, Travis Crouse, let's see here. He has a technical violation that was written in here. Another technical violation. I wonder what these are. Conduct. Failure to appear in court. So he's irresponsible. He doesn't appear in court. Sustained. Guess what? If I don't come to court, guess what happens to me? Guess what happens to you if you don't go to court? You get arrested. Sustained. Counseling statement. Officer Crouse gets a counseling statement when he doesn't show up to court. Conduct. Rudeness. Sustained. Oh, really? Officer Crouse, you were rude. Can't even imagine that. Verbal reprimand. Shift level counseling. Again, very rude. I agree. Conduct. Tailgating and speeding in Pennsylvania. Sustained. Counseling statement. So the same thing that he gives people tickets for, he was doing. Did he get a ticket? No, he got a counseling statement. Why don't you try speeding in Pennsylvania and see what happens to you? I've gotten tickets in Pennsylvania for speeding, but they're above the law. Tyrant. Officer Crouse gets a counseling statement. SRT team kicked in the wrong door on a search warrant. Sustained. Actions taken to prevent occurring again. So not only is he a rude, law-breaking, lazy tyrant, Officer Crouse, he's also dumb as hell because him and his SRT team kicked in the wrong door on a search warrant. He kicked in the wrong door. Actions taken to prevent occurring again. I mean, can he not tell what number's on a door or what an address is? Does he not know how to use Google Maps? What a tyrant. Makes me sick. And then this one. Perjury during trial. Now, it does say he was exonerated here, that the officer acted appropriately. Now, take a look at these words here. Officer acted appropriately. It doesn't say officer told the truth. The allegation is perjury during trial. Exonerated. Officer acted appropriately. Why wouldn't it just say officer spoke the truth? Again, perjury, SRT team kicked in the wrong door, breaking the law by speeding and tailgating somebody, rudeness, unprofessionalism, failure to appear in court, and who knows what these technical violations are. But you get the idea. You get the idea. Laws and rules for thee, not for me. So the way Officer Crouse and, Officer Deavers were smiling and so happy that I was going to be arrested, I just wanted to let them know, if you're watching this, both of you both are tyrants and you lost. And I'm going to be holding you accountable via federal civil rights lawsuit. The same lawyer, Matthew Bennett, again, great guy, friend of mine, the same lawyer that represented me in the criminal case, he will be representing me in the federal civil rights lawsuit. We will be serving them soon, so stay tuned for updates for that. But thank you, Matthew. I appreciate it. Thank you, each and every one of you. I truly appreciate it. I'm going to look at some of the comments right now before I get out of here. So let me look at some of these really quick. Go back and rub it in. Maybe I will go back. No, of course I got to go back. You guys know me. I got to go back. Of course I'm going back. There's no not going back. I'm going back for sure. And I'm going to live stream it. I'm going to live stream it so that way there's no confusion. There's no confusion whatsoever. They know exactly what's going on. And I guarantee you, if you haven't seen my last live stream, I got an exclusive memo sent to me by a anonymous postal worker. Go check that live stream out. And it says, don't tell the auditor to stop filming. Don't tell them that they're breaking the law. Go watch that video. It's very eye-opening on how the United States Inspection Service wants to treat auditors, because we're not breaking any laws, and this is proof of it. Right here, right in front of you, you have the case is being dismissed. So let me see another one. I love winning. I love winning because it's not just me winning. This is why I love what I do. It's not just me winning. It's 5,544 of you winning. We're all winning. This country's winning. This country's winning. We're exposing people, tyrants like Deavers Crouse. Who would have known all these things about him? Who would have known? Who would have known that this woman engaged in behavior unbecoming of a police officer in the performance of her duty? Who would have known? I get to expose it. I get to expose tyrants. And on the other video live that I did, I want to make sure that everybody knows I'm actually doing a body camera giveaway. I have 3 of them right here. 1. It ends this 2 and 3. So I have 3 body cameras here that I'm giving away. I was giving away my last live stream. It ends this Sunday. So if you like, comment, and share this video, you'll also be entered to win. So if you did it on the last video and you do it on this video, you have greater chances. I want to give back to all of you, not sponsored in any way. So let me get back to the comments. Let me see here. Kevin, you entered to win the body camera. Great. Like, share, and comment on this video. Maybe you'll win. Sean the Liberator. I appreciate all the support from all over. Just make sure you're hitting the like button, guys. I really appreciate it. The world needs to, I don't get paid off like buttons, right? That's not what this is about. What this is about is showing people, exposing tyranny. A lot of people are mad at me, not a lot. Some bootlickers and some people who, are never going to get anywhere in life are mad that I did the ride along with police officers. I saw a comment in the chat. I don't care. I'm going to continue to do ride-alongs with police officers. I'm going to continue to do First Amendment audit training, which that video will be coming out on Thursday morning, 10 o'clock. Make sure your notifications are on and you're subscribed. We're almost at 300,000 subscribers, everyone. So I'm really happy for that. In less than 2 years, it's been 1.5 years now, so thank you. We're on a crazy ride here, and we have one more case to go in Danbury. One more. Don't mind the haters. No, I definitely don't mind the haters at all. Haters are going to hate. That's what they do. Let me see. Yeah, so, we got upcoming lawsuits in Waterbury, Berwyn, Danbury, now Hagerstown, Maryland. My attorney, Matthew Bennett. Go Go show him some love on Google reviews if you could find it. I'll link it in the description. Go show him some love. It's not easy to find an attorney that upholds their oath to the United States Constitution. It's not easy at all. I'm telling you, it's not. And who's willing to fight these kind of lawsuits. You know, we have to really support each other. We the people, right? Go to the police station. I've already been to their police station, the Hagerstown Police Station. I will be going there for sure. They did not have jurisdiction, no, but that's not why it was dismissed. It was dismissed because the state's attorney, David Shapiro, decided to honor his oath and do the right thing. Alyssa Dunbar could have done the same thing in Berwyn. State's attorney Stephen Sedensky could have done the same thing. Attorney Gillick in Waterbury. You all could have done the same thing. That's why I want to highlight Mr. Shapiro here, because he did the right thing before anything else. So now he saved himself from a malicious prosecution claim. All the way from Tokyo. Shout out to Tokyo. All right, guys. So I'm going to be getting out of here. Remember, like, comment, share on this video, and you can win a body camera. Thank you all. We the people won. We did it yet again. You know, I can't ask for anything more than your support. It means the world to me. Thank you so much. Let's keep winning these battles. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep bridging the gap between law enforcement and the public. We the people can do it together. Without you guys, this can't be done. Thank you all for your support. I love you all. I'll see you in the next video. Long Island Audit. Peace.